Alright, so this is blue-red mutate. So, King of the Cosmos here is Temur mana colors to cast. However, you can mutate it for just blue, blue, red, since we have split green, split red mana cost here. Now, in my mana base, you will note I have 4 of the Ketria Triomes here. So I can theoretically cast this as a 6/6 in some cases. However, we are mostly playing this card for its mutate cost in our largely 2-color deck. Now, what else do we have going on here? Other mutators. We got Destroya, the perfect life form, / Everquill Phoenix. So 4/4 flying with mutate 4. When this mutates, you get this feather, which can bring it back from your discard pile. One really excellent curve that we're going to have in this deck. So we've got both Baby Godzilla and Marauding Raptor here on 2, which Baby Godzilla reduces mutate costs and Raptor reduces creature costs. So if we play either of these on 2, we can mutate into the perfect life form or the Pouncing Shark on turn 3. So you can go 2-3 into these. We also have Sea-Dasher Octopus as a way to cheaply mutate at instant speed, which is nice. We've got a couple of Brazen Borrowers here for utility / an evasive creature to mutate onto. I've got a couple copies of Shark Typhoon here. I'm going to be interested to see if this feels like it's really competitive in this deck or not. I'm mostly playing this as a 3-mana, 1/1 flying creature that we can mutate onto. However, I could see it being correct to, instead of playing Shark Typhoon, instead just play Godzilla Doom Inevitable. Like, if we just play 4 copies of this is another card we can high roll into off of King of the Cosmos. So that's definitely something I'm going to want to think about while we play this. Typhoon might be better as this. They both cycle for 2. This one creates board presence early, but this one has the upside of being something to high roll off of King of the Cosmos. So let's go ahead and jump on into some ladder matches with this. This was an idea I had. We played a Temur Godzilla deck / Temur Mutate deck yesterday, and I was looking at this kind of just straight blue-red core, and it seemed like it could maybe be something here. Yeah, I'm playing Shark Typhoon as purely its cycling effect. I'm only playing the cycling half of Shark Typhoon. Rumplesmith, thank you for the 7 months. I appreciate that. Welcome. The Shark Typhoon, you can theoretically cycle it on 3, making a 1/1, drawing a card, and then you can Pouncing Shark, the 1/1 flyer, on 4, which is nice. Definition of high roll. High roll means, in the context that I'm using it, is the Temur card is a card that has variance associated with it. So it's a card that gives you a random permanent out of your deck, and high rolling on an effect like that means getting a good permanent. I think I'm mulliganing this with no 2-mana accelerant, no 3rd land. I think this is a mulligan. This seems excellent. I'm going to bottom the Raptor here, I think. Yes, if you bounce a mutated creature, you pick up the entire stack of mutated things. Kinda regret bottoming my 2-mana 2/3 against Basic Mountain. Yeah, a stack of mutated cards are effectively one thing, so anything that happens to one of them happens to all of them. Yeah, I think 5-color Nymph could be good. There's the new There's the companion, the red-green companion that seems very reasonable. I mean, to be fair, Wargy, like, my channel went in the direction it went because the deck queue went in the direction that it's gone. So, like, the reason why I'm doing more arena content is because there's more support for it. I'm not going to block here. I think getting this stomped or getting this infuriated or whatever the night pump spell is, Rimrock Knighted, or none of those things are very ideal. Billy Smash, thanks for the 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. Why? So this is something I've heard other people say and I don't understand. Can someone explain to me why people think Narset is good against cycling? Do people not realize you can cycle cards on your opponent's turn? I feel like I'm missing something, like there's some kind of disconnect there. Any chance you'll play any historic events on stream with the list for the new set? Yeah, if you look at the deck queue on my website, there are a ton of historic decks in there waiting to be played. If you look at the current stream title, we're going to end today playing historic. So I plan to continue supporting and playing historic on this channel, regardless of whether or not Wizards reverses their idiotic decision to get rid of the historic queue part of the year. Alright, so we're going to jump the shark here on Baby Godzilla. Yes, Baby Godzilla and Raptor reduce mutate costs as well. Is exactly correct. Alright, so we'll put the 4/3 over the top here. This will come into play. We'll bounce the Steamkin. Rawr. This is a good line on the opponent's part. They played an instant speed card so they can make mana here. How is Martyr Aristocrats? A complete and total dumpster fire. Not really a fan of the Aristocrats decks in the current format. API with mutate creatures is a bit rough. Oh, the overlay? Yeah, the overlay I don't believe supports mutate very well at the moment, and it doesn't support companions yet. It does, however, appropriately have the cards in my hand for the new stuff. I think we're just passing here. With double Octopus in hand, we can bounce 2 things next turn, which is great. Does the donate link get you the highest percentage of my dollars? It does, Yak. Why is this deck not called Shark Week? Hopefully we can loot our way into a land so we can get the Voracious Greatshark down next turn. So that goes under there. Need to bounce this back to their hand. Octopus is only 1 blue to mutate, so I fetched a mountain because of that. I think I'm just doing this again here. King of the Cosmos, King of the Cosmos, King of the Cosmos. BFTO, thank you for the brand new tier and sub. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. Let's hit them with this and draw 2 cards. Yeah, the animation, putting the card up underneath is just like A+. Agree. And we're dead. Well, you know, we tried. Alright. Bunch of Redcap Melees, an Aether Gust, some Shark Typhoons out. Brazen Borrower out. Couple of Greatsharks out, I think, is the plan. We did get to do stuff at least, you know? We call that a mostly successful run, right? I don't know. I don't think they tanked there at all. They were pretty quick with the lethals. They had missed their 4th land drop for a couple of turns, Wargy, so I think it's pretty wrong to not get in my hit and draw some cards there. Hey, Mr. Stanky. Thanks for 13 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. You've been a good one wherever you are. The easiest of mulligans. Sand also kind of sucks, huh? I'm supposed to play catch and release here. Probably just this. Kind of wish I would have kept the 6. All right. If we just draw a bunch of lands in a row here, we could be okay. Okay, that was a great draw. Well, boop. Nullhide Ferox. Yeah, that card seems good. Hide Ferox seems very reasonable. Pseudo hexproof in your all creature deck with just like no downside. Seems super decent. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and block their 1/1 here. Jokes on opponent, we balled to 5 so they could rob us. Yeah, exactly. Alright, that's an untapped land. So I just play a 6/6 here, right? Because we have one of our Triomes. They're a Prime sub and a Twitch sub in terms of what streamers get. There's not, Pachug. So Prime subs are identical to Tier 1 subs in every single way. So if you have that Prime sub, that's fantastic. Don't worry about anything else. I appreciate it. Knacker, thanks for the entire year support. Welcome back. Yeah, claim that one. How's that for my firstborn? King of the Cosmos, King of the Cosmos. Alright, there's fear in my dojo. I'm not getting double stomped here. Okay, so Raptor makes the mutate on this cost 3. So I'm going to go ahead and smack them for 6 here. And then I'll be able to jump the shark next turn, trigger this, bounce this. Why are your sub anniversary date and resub not the same? Because Twitch is silly. Jump the shark was a legitimate sentence, so we can die happy. Alright, so we'll slide him under because his stats are worse, but we get these 2 triggers here, which are great. So we'll bounce, annex, and then we'll see what we find on our mystery adventure here. Could still be dead to cleave. Oh, right, it does take 2 here. That's a little awkward. I don't know, it's tough. Would it be more correct to wait and see if they cast cleave and then bounce the cleave target? So possibly the issue with that is I don't get to then block with whatever I get off of the Cosmos trigger is the problem with that sequence. Yeah, so I think I'd rather have the blocker. Guy in Shades, thanks for the 3rd of the year. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Yeah, we kind of knew they had the stomps based on their play the previous turn, right? So I think I just have to pass here and hope to draw something that lets us jump the shark next turn. Hey, Bronco, thanks for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome to Oglandia. Just looking for any mutate card at this point. We have not only King of the Cosmos here, but it's mutated with our Pouncing Shark underneath. So if we find a mutate, we get a friend and we get to bounce something, which would be great. Be interesting to see if they decide to annex or just deploy Bone Crusher Giant here. Swanky Moogle, thanks for the brand new tier 1 sub. Yeah, the UI is good here except for the fact that it gets rid of my pretty cards. I'd prefer if King of the Cosmos stayed on top, but you know, beggars won't be choosers and all that. Do they draw light up the stage here? I feel like that's the only way this attack makes sense. Oh, I guess they just get a token. Okay, that's fair. Alright, this doesn't let us jump our existing shark, but it's a new shark to jump, so I think that's pretty okay for us. I think we just go ahead and pass. And this counters artifacts too, right? So it can technically even counter Embercleave. Does anyone know if someone played Golos Field in the Hoaglandia Open? If you go to my website, jeffhoagland.com, and click videos, you can actually access every deck list that was played in the Open. Hungry, hungry shark. Do 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 beep beep boo do 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 do. I mean, like, we're still like super far behind here at the moment. Just for reference, these games have felt satisfying to play. Like, we've gotten to do stuff, but like our stuff also hasn't been good enough, right? Is like the thing to note. A mutate creature here would be stellar. Another King of the Cosmos would be excellent. And we're dead. How about a land? I mean, that's the climactic draw, right? Is the land. I'm also kind of sad that the alternate arts don't work on the deck boxes either. Like, I put Baby Godzilla on my deck box, and now it's just this ugly frog thing instead of the adorable Baby Godzilla. Yeah, the red-green Lukka deck from yesterday was great. If you didn't catch that one, you'll definitely want to. That's true. We did start on 5 cards that game. We played a game of Magic. We had some live draws there at the end. If we'd have been a little bit more fortunate, we might have been okay. Thanks for the 7 months, blah blah. There's a specific visual on the top card of a Mutate stack. If you look on the arena screen, you'll notice there's like little crystals at the bottom of a card that has mutations. I'm going to keep this, because if we're fortunate enough to draw an untapped land by turn 2, the hand's very good. Alright, my body is ready to be Teferied, chat. We do have that new set release hype. Welcome to everybody that's joined us in Oaklandia today. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday wherever you're at in the world. Stay safe out there. If you're a new viewer, I stream Magic the Gathering full-time here on Twitch. We play pretty much all constructed on this channel. We change decks usually every 90 minutes to 2 hours. There's a lot of variety in the stream every day. You can always know what's coming up later on the stream by looking at the decks listed in the order in my stream title. You can also find deck lists for upcoming decks by looking at the deck queue on my website, which is linked under the stream. I think if we miss a land drop here, I have to cycle the Typhoon. I think it's pretty important that I try and hit my 3rd land drop on time, so I'm just going to try and do that now. Feels Magic the Gathering, man. We'll ditch Pouncing Shark here. Eldraine will be the oldest set in Standard when rotation happens in the fall. Embercleave is legal for 18 more months. No, M20 will be rotating. Aether Gust will be rotating too. Yeah, Teferi and Aether Gust will both be out, which will be great. bit.ly/Tuck Teferi will get you a countdown to Teferi's rotation. If you're looking for one of those in chat.
I know my responsibility.
Right, well, I mean, you know, beggars won't be choosers. We'll take that rather than missing again. The fact that they have Tithe Taker in their deck and Brazen Borrower not so much, but Tithe Taker makes me think maybe they're a more creature-based. Maybe they're a more creature-based deck. Could still have a bunch of counter spells too, though. I think I'd rather have a 1-3 here against the 2-1. Oh, I missed the castle. Yeah, we're dead. Just missed too many lands for too long. Dragonfire sounds good for exiling Tithe Taker. Mystic Dispute sounds good against their Teferi deck. How many lands are we playing in this deck, by the way? 26. Just casual 26. Two extra cards still missed. Is this a Lukka matchup? This might be a Lukka matchup if they're looking to grind a little bit. This is a card that can generate some card advantage for us. This actually seems very good because it will let us put threats into play through their counter spells, which is appealing. I like this board plan. Hey, thanks for 3/4 of a year, Lubinsky. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for the biddies, Bauerstein. And Shark Typhoon is your favorite card in the new set. I think it's super reasonable. Seems really, really great in counterspell decks too. Or in control decks, sorry. Yep. Worth noting that while Shark Typhoon can be used through Teferi, the token is also a little bit of a liability against Teferi. What's going on, Dusk? Thanks for 11 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. In this scenario, are we the beatdown deck? How do you decide? Well, I don't know, Dr. Mr. Bunny. My opponent's playing a brew. So like in an instance where both of us are trying new things out, I don't really know. It's impossible to do role assessment when you don't really know what the matchup is. Like I would assume they're blue-white control, but Tithe Taker to me feels like that's not the case. It's unfortunate this is a frog and not a dinosaur, because this does not make Marauding Raptor bigger. I'm just gonna like not down tick her and have her gain 5. Just like impulse gain life here basically. Ooh. Alright, so this draw is not optional. Right? Okay, so that's not optional. So we'll go ahead and we'll do this. And then we'll fetch with this. And now, again, Mutate is a creature. So we get to go ahead and mutate this for a total of 6 here. Or for a total of 4 here. Draw, discard. I'm going to get rid of the Dragonfire, I think. I'd like to put you over the top. And again, I elected to do this post-combat. Well, that's awkward. That's awkward. I guess we decline. Oh, it goes into our hand. Oh, it's not awkward at all. Oh, that's great. You love to see it. You love to see it. I forgot it goes to our hand. That's excellent. This card's so good. This is King of the Cosmos here is my pick. This King of the Cosmos is my pick for my favorite card in the new set so far. These two together. I wanna find the best King of the Cosmos deck is my current goal. That's my current thing I would like to do. Yes, yeah, if I mutate this onto him, I get to go find 2 friends, which is great. Oh no! Oh, I forgot! I forgot there was a Marauding Raptor underneath still. Oh no! Oh no! It's okay. It's gonna go. Everything's gonna be alright. Dee 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 dee. Oh no! Oh no! I'll remember eventually, chat. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Something clever. Thank you for the Twitch Prime support. I appreciate it. Amateur hour ad stream. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Oh, I shouldn't have played the land because I'm gonna loot. Decline. I would like to decline, chat. Would you like to decline with me? So listen, who said you can't teach a dumb dog new tricks, chat? Who said you couldn't teach a dumb dog new tricks? Oh, I should bin the Phoenix. That's the heads up play. I'm so used to rekindling Phoenix. Yeah, the fact that these can get any back is so good. Yeah, totally. Toad should have looted the Phoenix. Good call. Take action because this is a dino, which means this guaranteed they have to block this. And we'll decline this one because I already have this in play. Yeah, like, I don't know if this deck is, like, good, but it's, like, certainly great. I'm, like, picking up what this deck is putting down. This is, when we were playing the Teamer Godzilla deck yesterday, like, this interaction, I was like, there's gotta be something here. Oh, and it has Trample. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. That's really nice. That's really nice. I'm gonna click submit. How many times have we killed our own octopus? Only twice, okay? I would like the record to reflect that I spared the third octopus from certain death. I would like twice so far. That's twice so far. Octopus's needlessly killed counter is at 2 currently. I would like the record to reflect that we won the game in which we needlessly killed 2 octopi, so clearly it was not a mistake. The empirical evidence would suggest that we made the correct play. That's how Magic works, right? If you won, all of your plays were correct. Can I keep this? I feel like the answer is no. I feel like the answer is no. This is actually much better. I'm gonna keep. We've only been playing this deck for half an hour. It's been gasoline for the time we've been playing it. This is my favorite card in the set, not close. Serial number, thanks for the 6 months. I appreciate the half a year. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. The fact that we didn't have an untapped land here on 2 is a pretty big deal. Feels bad, man. Yeah, I agree. We've had a lot of mulligans so far, a lot of land problems. The fact that I get to go 2-drop, 2-drop on 3 here is nice, though. They just didn't use the Narset last turn. Is interesting. Baby Godzilla is not a dinosaur, which is really sad. He's a frog. What's the best website to browse all IQR cards on? Scryfall. Scryfall is the superior website for things like that, all things considered. Huh? Sure. Do I play around Disdainful Stroke here? Or do I just play a 6/6? Is it crazy to just play a 6/6 here? Because I have the Triome, so I can cast this as just like a teamer spell. Oh, it does get Mystic Disputed. Yeah, that's true. Alright, I'm just gonna play the Raptor back out. And then I think I'm gonna go ahead and decline this. I think I'd like to attempt to draw land for next turn. Yeah, super rewarded for sure. And again, people were talking about Narset being good against cycling. You can cycle on their turn. So I really don't think she's that busted against cycling. That's actually not a bad draw. Lets me kill her with, because it does damage to planeswalkers too, right? Yep. Hey, Zerium, thanks for keeping the sub on. I appreciate it. I think we're just like jumping the shark at end of turn here. You cannot see. Yeah, I agree, Wargy. I think I just want Doom Inevitable. The getting a token doesn't seem like it's something that's super relevant, and having Dooms to high roll with King of the Cosmos sounds just stellar. Oh, I can't believe that just happened. That's so good for us. Sure, resolves.
Meditate and prepare.
Whew! The old Narset whiff. You love to see it, chat. You love to see it. Hey, did I just pass? I feel like I'm not supposed to pass because... my opponent just gets to activate Castle if I pass, and they know about Shark, so they're probably not going to jam Borrower into the Shark. I don't really want to just play Baby Godzilla out, because I don't think I want Scorching. I think I just run them out of cards here. I think I'm just going to King of the Cosmos to start. Because I get to loot regardless, which is nice. Shark Typhoon actually looks pretty good here, huh? We can cycle it and trade the token with the Brazen Borrower. And it looks like, oh, and that's actually the land, so we can make a 4/4 token to eat the Brazen Borrower now, which is great. Again, this card is being played in this deck purely for the bottom line of text. We do not cast this as an enchantment. Shark Typhoon seems like it's potentially a great card in the various Fires decks as well, because cycling is not casting a spell, so you get to use your mana with it in those instances, which is great. Hey, the Eldoon, thanks for the 10 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna mutate the baby Godzilla up here. I think I want to go over the top here. I'd rather have a 2/2 and kill them a little faster. Get to draw a card from the Sea-Dasher. Oh, this is a huge punish, huh? So this is something to think about too when we're doing this. If I tuck Sea-Dasher under, it doesn't get Conquer's Death. That's something that's super relevant to think about. I have Narset and Borrower in here. So we're going to put him on top of my deck here because when he comes back, I can still cast the spell that he exiled. So the cards exiled with him are castable whenever you have any Lukka Planeswalker in play. This is a card, I noted this in my write-up today that went up on Cool Stuff Inc. This is a card that is likely to get better. Like, if we get like a 3 or 4 mana Lukka printed down the line, the fact that his top line of text lets you cast these with any Lukka is really great. So it'll be interesting to see here. They can impulse into something to deal with Lukka. They could be in an okay spot still. That's just another Narset. That doesn't do it. All right. Hold on, folks. I'm gonna do it again. It's awful windy today, yep.
I won't forget our time.
So I think I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna try and upgrade the Raptor here, I think. Is this too cute? This might be too cute. Upgrade. Drew, thanks for the 23 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around.
Past, present, and keep an open mind.
Yeah, good chance. Good chance for lethal. Boo. So I have 5, 6, 7, 8 total mana here. Yeah, do we just sit on the Sharks? I think sitting on the Sharks is correct. 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 I think sitting on the Lukka's a really sweet Planeswalker. Between the combo deck we played yesterday, and I feel like just sitting here generating card advantage in a matchup like this just really shows the range on like what a card like this is able to do for us. Really, really super flexible. I'm gonna try the Shark Typhoon for Godzilla's in these next couple of matches. I think it's probably pretty close. I don't actually know. I really wish they would make Godzilla searchable here. If you don't remember how to spell Yidaro, you can't find this card. So I'm just typing cycle in for now. Lukka came in and did exactly what I wanted him to do there, though. Crazy Mechanic, thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Did we play through 4 Aether Gusts? I believe we played through at least 3 Aether Gusts there. I wasn't fully counting though. Honestly, there's a good chance it's a mistake that I'm not playing Aether Gust in this deck, especially because what's it called? Baby Godzilla can draw a discard. The fact that Baby Godzilla draws discards is a reason to play Aether Gust main deck potentially. The two Brazen Borrowers in the main could easily be main deck Aether Gust. So, Doom Inevitable here, when you cycle it for the when you cycle this normally, it goes back into your deck. When you cycle it for the 4th time, it goes into play instead. So we just have to redraw 1 copy of this to get 2 mana 8/8s, which is great. Oh no. They say he's got to go Godzilla. Yeah, this hand would be a much worse keep if these were Sharknadoes. I agree. Yeah, I agree. I like the design. I like the design on this card a lot. Isn't this the same hand with Sharknadoes? No, the potential for what you're going to be able to actually do to kill your opponent is much lower with Sharknado. Afternoon, Mari. Rats. Never lucky. Alright, might be dead here. Probably dead. I don't know, Wargy. I was thinking about that. I don't know how often you actually want to cast this. Like, I don't even really want to cast this as a 6/6 here. So like, I don't know that it's a good comparison. Alaro, thanks for 7 months. Like, whatever we cast here is just getting reset.
Don't worry, I got it.
Can we holding Greatshark up to flash in to block their game? I think it's adorable that you still think you can play cards at instant speed in 2020 in Magic the Gathering. Playing cards at instant speed is so 2018, chat. It's so 2018. ain't nobody got time to play cards at instant speed. Yeah, we're just done here. And hand probably wasn't keepable with the Godzillas. Anything aggressive would have killed us. A non-aggressive deck killed us. Like, that's probably should have been a mulligan. So, Gust and Dispute in. I'm going to cut these Borrowers. I probably want these Disdainful Strokes. What do I want to get rid of here? Honestly, Greatshark's probably a cut. It's expensive to hold up. And it's not great against Efren. I'm boarding in other cards that aren't great against Efren, so I don't want to get caught up with a bunch of those in my hand at the same time. Let's try this. I mean, to be fair, we played a Teamer variation of this the other day that played the Ooze. Like, the Ooze also isn't blue or red, so we'd have to retool the mana to support it. Hey, Adriano. Thank you for the very generous sub-gifties. Hope you're having an excellent Friday wherever you're at in the world. Welcome to our newest members of Hoglandia. Remember the gift of speech that Adriano giveth, the gift of speech that can taketh away? Oh, maybe not quite yet. They will soon. Jay Hurst, thanks for 11 months. We're doing all right, Adriano. Chrissy had her 30-week checkup for the baby this morning. Everything looks good and healthy, so that's wonderful. Just hanging out, casting some baby Godzillas. What more could you want out of life? I think I go under here because I don't want Baby Godzilla to get stomped. I think dodging stomp is more important than dealing a couple extra points of damage here. Could cast this as a 4-drop. Don't really want to. Sweet. Yeah, putting it under dodges Conquer's Death is relevant as well. Saw that come up in one of our other games, which was great. Now, a real question here is, do I put the Sea-Dasher on here? Probably, right? I could save Sea-Dasher for post King of the Cosmos, but I think this is fine. Now here's a question. Is it too cute to put this underneath? Is it too cute to put this underneath? It dodges Conquer's Death, and here's the upside. Not only does it dodge Conquer's Death, but if I hit a King of the Cosmos, I dodge Aether Gust. If I hit a King of the Cosmos on this trigger, I get to put it into play. I'm going to put it under. Woo! Do, 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 do. You love to see it, chat. I don't know if these mutate cards are good, but they are certainly great, chat. They are certainly great. So again, for people that aren't familiar with how all this mutate crap works, the top card of the stack is the name. Oh geez, we get to jump the shark now? Who doesn't want to jump the shark? Who wants to jump the shark, chat? I know I do. Loving every minute of it. Loving every minute of it. No, come back, opponent. Come back. I wanted to jump the shark. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right, who's ready to get bodied? Because we're going to be on the draw. I'm ready to get bodied on the draw. I might want 4 disputes on in this 75. Countering Teferi on the draw seems pretty important. The play patterns of the mutate cards are sweet. It's really, honestly, like, thinking about Magic as a whole, I really love the design space of Mutate, and I feel like it really shows that, like, 26 years later, R&D is really capable of putting out unique ideas still. Like, one of the things you worry about in a game as Magic goes along, like, can they keep hitting aces like they have been? And it feels like they really can. All right, I'm going to play the Fabled Passage here and just pass, so I can dispute a Teferi rather than play a 2-drop and get it bounced. And then now I can go ahead. Do I Raptor or do I Baby Godzilla? I think I Raptor hold up Mystic Dispute, I think is my plan. Because Raptor doesn't get hit by their Dispute, which is nice. If they play Fires here, it's a little annoying. But hopefully they just give us something we can do this to. I guess they get to dispute our dispute now, yo dog. Feels Magic the Gathering, man. We're not too terrible off. Next turn we get to go Raptor, Godzilla, Dash, Mutate. Wikes, thanks for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome to Hooglandia. You're having a good one wherever you are. I think that's the play. I think I do this. I do this. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this. I think I'm going to put this over the top here, so we dodge Aether Gust on this pile. Yeah.
This might be a bad idea.
You're not a fan of Mutate due to unnecessary complexity. Can I ask why you think the complexity that it introduces is unnecessary? That would be my question to you. I agree that it introduces a layer of complexity, but I think saying that complexity is happening needlessly is inaccurate. I feel like there's real value to the complexity that the mechanic introduces to the game. Like, I feel like it's adding complexity for the sake of having the mechanic be great. Is what it feels like to me, at least. Hey, Spinifex, thanks for the 5 months. Welcome back. And Thurmond, thanks for the brand new tier 1. Welcome to Hooglandia. Feels magic, man.
I've got it.
This card, it's just exhausting to play against. It's a very, very exhausting experience. Oh, only 23 more weeks, yep. What did you say about getting bodied going second against Teferi? Yep. Hey, I'm not new. I understand how this works. Alright, if these are blanks, he says, before he gets destroyed, we could Pouncing Shark, bounce this, kill their Teferi. Yes, if you bounce a mutated creature, it bounces the entire pile. We haven't won a ton of games with this, but it's produced good television. I'm gonna play one more here before we move on to the next one, I think. I feel like this deck is probably worse than the Teamer variation we played yesterday. Sure, Etramix, you are welcome to do that. All of the data from the tournaments that are being run at MTG Melee is public facing. You are welcome to analyze and break down and do whatever you would like to do with the cards that you see there. I feel like no third land, no 2-drop makes most 7s a mulligan. This deck's pretty mana hungry. The Teamer variation does have fewer sharks in it. That is a real drawback. You would love to accept you're lazy. At least you're honest. I appreciate the level of honesty. It's a level of honesty you don't often see anymore. I would love to, except I'm lazy. That's great. Again, we're gonna tuck the Dasher. I think I'm taking the land here. We're gonna tuck the Dasher under the Godzilla to avoid Bone Crusher Giant. Don't want my baby to get stomped. No, it is not Bestow, Tom. Yes. Oh no. Do 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 do. To infinity and beyond. If you kill the target of a mutate spell in response to you casting it, the card comes in off of the stack as the creature. If the mutate resolves, it just goes away. Gosh, I love me some card selection, chat. Love me some card selection. I agree, Zach. When we're getting to put all our pieces together, it seems reasonable. I think we played. If you didn't catch the teamer deck we played yesterday, a teamer deck was one of the 2 decks I tagged as a deck of the day. Every single day, if you're not familiar, on my website I tag a favorite deck.
Humble your mind. There is always
Why is Pouncing Shark only a card an opponent controls? Makes me salty.
meditate with me.
Why can't I use it to bounce and pick up my whole mutate stack? So if they kill this, we sack a feather and get it back, which is great. Okay. All right, Mystic Dispute sounds great. Voracious Greatshark's been super awkward. I think I'm gonna cut that. Stroke's probably decent against their Narset deck. They probably have fires and stuff in their deck too. Put in a couple of Aether Gusts. Do I want Lukka? Do I feel like this match is going to ground out, or do I want to beat them down? I feel like I probably want to beat them down, huh? Pouncing Shoreshark might be a card worth trying in the teamer variation. The tempo generated from this card's been really good in this set. I'm also a sucker for crappy cards with flash, though, so you should understand that I'm incredibly biased when I evaluate that card. Yeah, that seems great. Get to go Raptor into Mutate onto Raptor. I love openly biased Jeff. Listen, everyone has biases. The best people to listen to are the ones that are aware of their biases and will let you know when you should or shouldn't take what they're saying with a grain of salt. Do I stroke this or do I dispute it? I think the answer is stroke. The upside to stroking Narset there is that next turn I can play this and still hold up dispute. So like in terms of my curve here, it's a little bit more elegant. So now I get to mutate this onto here, which seems kind of silly at first, but then you see here it gives me 2 feathers. So in the long run, this gives me more Phoenixes. That block is super strange. Now it is worth noting that because they have fires, dispute is dead now and stroke wouldn't have been. So that is something worth considering. They didn't discard any cards. All right, we've died. I'll put my sharks in on the play. I think Greatshark's a little bit better on the play than it is in the draw. You don't like fires. We're going to play a fires deck in a little bit. Vivian with fires seems sweet, especially with companions. You to like play Vivian on 5 and then like down tick her and then play a 5-drop immediately. Is Mutate casting? Yes, mutating, casting, using Mutate as an alternative casting cost. There's a casting cost that is reduced by Baby Godzilla, and it's reduced by the Raptor as well. How long am I going for today? At least 3 more decks. My plan for the next 2 weeks is I plan to do 4 to 5 decks a day at a minimum. And when I finish the 5th deck, if I'm still above 2,000 viewers, I will continue to play more decks until that's not the case. So I have the ability to go long every day. Usually we fall off and we end up doing about 8 hours or so. Now, it's pretty safe to say. My viewer count usually pitches off a cliff like 5, 6 o'clock central, because like a lot of my regulars disappear. No, I offered that up yesterday and we dropped off fairly quickly. And I understand how my metrics work. Spend a lot of time studying metrics as they pertain to my job. Studying metrics in general, especially as how they pertain to my job. So worth noting here, we've got our Triome, so we could cast this as a 5-drop if we wanted to. Not sure we really want to. This works out well. So our curve's actually going to be stellar here against their really slow start. We're going to get to jump the shark on their creature next turn, and then we'll get to mutate out King of the Cosmos on the following turn. Shark looking really good on the play here, like we expected it to be. Now, hopefully they don't have untapped land Mystic Dispute. The pseudo haste on Mutate is so super powerful too. I mean, they led on the Sphinx rather than the fires because they wanted to play around the thing they got by last turn, right? They wanted to play around Aether Gust. Yeah, so I don't know that this deck, that's gonna be our last one. I don't know that this straight blue, I'm glad we tried this, but I don't know that this straight blue-red build is necessarily ideal. Godzilla, Doom Inevitable felt super clunky when we were playing. King of the Cosmos continued to impress. Greatshark was okay, but I don't know that it was like 4x okay. The one piece of information I feel like I really gained from that set was I think there's a good chance this card is playable in these Mutate decks. Like, Shoreshark plus King of the Cosmos, the utility of being able to trigger Mutate at instant speed feels super reasonable. I feel like this is a card that I'm interested in trying in the Teamer and 4-color builds that we've played. In fact, speaking of, up next, I think I have Shoresharks in the next deck too. So we're done with Blue-Red Mutate, but up next we have some Jeskai Vadrock here. Yeah, and I've got a couple of Shoresharks here at the top end. So I'm going to go ahead and hit a quick ad roll while I get my client restarted before it starts leaking memory. When we get back, we are going to play a Jeskai Mutate deck here, featuring 4 copies of Rodrin, Titan of Winged Fury. We'll be back in just a few. Thanks for hanging out today, folks. Don't go anywhere. This one's got 3 main deck Aether Gust. I'm probably going to start putting main deck Aether Gust in every blue deck we play. Especially ones that have looting effects in them. We'll talk about that in a second here, but I think Aether Gust is probably one of the best cards in this format. Hey, Sonid, thanks for the 13 months. Welcome back. I'm finding that Mutate puts all of your eggs in one basket. Do you think it's reasonable to try out Trumpeting Narf to sustain Mutate targets? I don't know what that card does. I also think putting your eggs in one basket is like not really that big of a deal when your eggs are generating card advantage as they're piled into that basket. Like, again, the best Mutate cards are generating card advantage as they go. So, like, when they take out your whole pile of stuff, it's, like, not that big of a deal.